Hello and welcome to a new episode of Airport CEO, and we have a lot of things to do today. Basically, last time we had the major update of the multi-floor update, but that actually kind of broke our game because it was pretty much impossible to fix the things you needed to fix with the baggage system. The system or the game was kind enough to have switched it off automatically, but of course we would like to fix that. But last time that wasn't possible. Since then there has been another update to the game, and now we can actually do it. Just to make it easier for ourselves, we should also make sure that our airport, so the airport is closed, and let's see the flight. And we won't get any more flights, and we've switched off the auto scheduler, so that will help us out massively because at some point these flights, I don't know if they're actually allowed to come in now that the airport is that the airport is closed. But in any case, at some point they will run out, even if they can come in still, and then we can really fix all that stuff up, because I think normally if there's still something scheduled, there's no well, when there is something scheduled, then you can't close them. Now we're lucky there's nothing scheduled, so we can actually close them and then delete them, because what we want to do is we want to change up the whole setup of the airport. So I think we will try in this episode to fix the baggage system, and then to basically change how we have our arrivals area and our departure area, because with the multi-floor system we can really do some nice things there. We still have the plan for the future to get a medium stand here, and a medium stand with a jet bridge actually has to connect to the first floor of a building, so that doesn't go into the ground floor. If we don't put a jetway, we can still have it on a ground floor level, which we have here right now. So I think at least for the beginning we will leave it like that, with ground floor access, because we have the nice shop here and we want to have as many people as possible going through here to buy stuff. We already constructed last time the first floor up here, and as you can see we have an escalator, so that's pretty good. And let's see, we also have constructed a second runway, and I think that is running. What I discovered in the basically last two updates now is that money seems to be broken. So in the sense we can still see down here that money is going in and out, but it doesn't seem to change our total funds. So it's not a deal breaker. It's a little bit sad because we've tried to make this whole setup always considering our money, and now that doesn't really mean anything anymore. We could basically just build whatever we want. But anyway, I also would like to show you a test setup that I actually did to get better grips of the update. So why not start with that? So let me just give you a quick look of what you can do with the new update. Alright, so welcome to this test setup I've done. If it's stuttering a bit, that's the frame rate dropping in the game, because the game is simply really challenged here. This is by no means a perfect airport. You can already see it here. I have loads of aircraft that are being delayed. I think in this case it's actually mostly because I just don't have enough staff. But let me give you a very quick tour of this setup. So basically this is as far as I can go. I have 1-2 runways over here. The frame rate here is really bad. And I have another 2 runways over here, basically having landing, takeoff, and I think it's the opposite around here. I think this one is landing and takeoff is over here. Anyway, I have only a few small stands, which is only for general aviation, and all the rest here is then what do we call it? Yes, commercial flights. That was it. So, and it's by no means finished as well. I should say that as well. So let's just dive into it all the way down to our, to the second -2 floor here. We still kind of have, if we want to have it accessible, we still need to have these escalators. I hope they will update that at some point and also have some smaller stairs. And also I should say that my system here of handling the baggage is in no way perfect. That could definitely be streamlined a lot. Here we are at -1, and these points down here, they're connecting to the baggage bays, for example, or up here that would go to the baggage retrieval areas, which we can see up here. There's still space for a fourth one. But this airport does also have a lot of problems. It's really congested with people. You can see we have, although this is actually, they're missing some staff. Yeah, so that's the whole gist of the airport. We're missing staff everywhere. Nevertheless, this is basically what you can do. So basically, for example, here we can see we have the jet bridge that connects into the building on the first floor. In this case, it actually gives me the ground floor. I'm not quite sure what to do with that yet. On the other side, it's better in the sense because here I haven't made any jet bridges. So here we can see it would connect directly into the building, and we can use the ground floor. In this case, I then use the first floor for toilets in the staff room. But of course we can go even higher. So we have from the entrance hall, we have the passengers coming in, going upstairs to the check-in area, or they can continue upstairs here. You can see there's a lot of people going upstairs because here we have another set of check-in desks, although I haven't finished building that yet, and they can also go through security here and then go downstairs again. So yeah, that is basically stuff you can do with the new update. So let's head back to our the airport that we're actually building on and see if we can improve that in any way. Alright, so we are back here at our little airport where it hopefully runs much smoother. I have been tweaking a little bit with my recording software, so I hope that it works fine here. But we can still experience some drops in frame rates now and then, although it's not too bad at this airport, hopefully. Anyway, I think the first thing we should do just to get going is that we should start removing all of these things because we don't need them anymore. This we can leave because we actually want to use the ground floor here as baggage retrieval area. That would actually also mean that we would remove this because we would move the security upstairs. What else? So this we can, you know what, I think it's the easiest. The best thing is actually to remove it all because I don't think we need to go, yeah, we actually don't need this room anymore. Okay, let's see. If we now, they also fixed this really annoying thing with switching through levels and then accidentally building stuff. So luckily that has been fixed. Okay, so we actually have stuff down here, which I think we will remove as well. Just because I think it's better to get a fresh start with the whole baggage system here. And then we can also build a floor down here. So in theory, our workers could access it if we wanted to do that. Let's see. Okay, so we have all this running. Yeah, I think actually also this is the old stuff that we built a few episodes ago. Alright, so they're removing that. Ah yeah, that's actually a curious thing. So at the moment the workers, the builders, they are still not moving floor, they're still staying at ground floor. So if you build something at -2 or at and the second floor level, then they will still just run around the ground floor, but build it. So that's yeah, that's always a bit funny to see. Anyway, okay. Actually, since we are fixing our airport, we should also fix this whole thing with the car stops here for the service cars. I mentioned it, I think, in the last episode that I saw a tutorial when they had placed them basically at the terminal building. And that seemed to work rather well. And so I think we want to do that as well. So yeah, this will speaking. This this will be an episode. No, this will be an episode where we will fix a lot of things. All right. So, actually, we should also change that because that doesn't... No, we can leave that. We can leave that for now. Okay, so what do we know that we want to do? That looks... okay, that's still old stuff. So let's remove all of that. All of that has to go. There we go. So, for now, people are arriving here. I have tried to see if it is possible to, build an upper level for the roads as well, and that doesn't seem to work. We can actually build tunnels, so we can go downwards with roads, but it doesn't seem to be able to go upwards with roads. Unfortunate. Maybe that comes in another update. So for the moment, people arrive at the ground floor, they go into the terminal building, and then they will take the escalator here, and they will go upstairs. So they arrive here, and we have this massive room, which we can now transform into a check-in area. Also, of course, what I wanted to do is we want to have the security changed, so maybe we should just do that now. Alright, so hopefully we can make it so that I would like to have the escalators going down here. So I still want people, after they've checked in first floor, I want them to go back in ground floor down here, because we have a lot of gates here. So we still want them to be able to go down here. For this one, I think we could maybe do a mix. We could maybe do then, we have this side, we have medium stands, where we have no jet bridges, and then we could maybe build some over here where we do have jet bridges, so that we will have to build a first floor for this part as well. I think that could be interesting. And then we could connect it also with some stairs. Anyway, they're removing that now. The only thing I still find a bit tricky is actually to basically build stuff precisely when it interacts between two floors. So for example, placing stairs is still a bit tricky. But anyway, we'll try to see if we can manage to do it in a good way here. Let's see. So we want to build some stairs. Now I need to see, because what it doesn't like is when the stairs go between different zones. Okay, so this seems to work fine. See, now here it's fine because we have a floor above, and here on ground floor it's not a secure zone, or any zone for that matter, and above it's no zone. This doesn't work because we are crossing different zones as the game tells us. Alright, so maybe we want people to arrive down here. So I think we could... let's do one here. Let's not be... yeah, we will have a few people coming down here, and that will increase massively once we have medium stands. That does really increase the number of people arriving at the airport, and can really influence also your frame rate. But for now, is it overkill to put 4 in here? A little bit, but you know what? Why not? Why not? Obviously, my plans to have more security down here, that's now obsolete. But maybe we can... well, we have a staff room here. We already have toilets here, so maybe we can squeeze a shop in here. That could actually work quite nicely. People will come down here, and there could be a shop here. So let's just plan that in. For now, shops were here. So, you know, this could work as a shop. It's not the ideal place, but it's also not bad because we do have a flow of people coming down here. Obviously, I don't want to build this now and just mark the zone so I know it for the future. Anyway, let's go back here and see. So now we have escalators here, and they should go from upstairs and go downstairs, and it looks right. And then we have some room here, which is okay. We can make that into a staff room or whatever. So basically now we have that, so then we should figure out what we want to do. I think now that we've built the escalators, we can actually give it a zone, because we want to make this a safe zone. Also, let's quickly just close this up, because we don't want to have this open. So we do like this, perfect. And then we say this is now also a secure zone. And I think this is already okay. Yeah, Perfect. All right, so now let's go upstairs and see. Let's see. So we know this will all be secure because we will have our... that will be after the security check. And I want to be sure that I can make enough security checks, especially from basically the other build that I showed you. You could really see how the airport was struggling, even though I thought I had enough security checks, and I really didn't. And I don't really have space to extend on that. So we're definitely going to go for the big ones here. See, I don't want to be too close to the escalators because then, again, there could be a lot of people coming. So I think we will just move it out a little bit more. So we will say up to here. And then we go... there we go. Rotate it. Alright, 1. And we will have 2. And basically we could go all the way down here. Which is fine. And again, we could have a shop here if we wanted to. And then this will be our check-in area. I think that's the point. It's really tricky to see how much you need to be able to extend, so how much space you need to leave to be able to extend. But I think, especially with the security zones or the security checks, it's important to make sure that you are flexible for the future, because if you have build it too small with the security zones and you can't extend them anymore, you have a problem. So we want to be sure. Alright, so this is the first step. Now we have all of this nice space, so that should definitely then become check-in area. So let's see, how do we want to do that? So the old check-in area was basically going, yeah, like a block of them going in towards the building. We could build it along the wall, switch it around here, like this down here. Yeah, I guess that works. It's a little bit more traditional, but that could work. Alright, let's just do it this for now. But you can see we are kind of spending money as the game recognizes down here. Now my expenses are going up, but it doesn't change anything on the total font. So money is a little bit broken in this game. Money is a little bit broken in this game. I need to leave enough space for the lines afterwards. No, that was wrong. There we go. And I don't know if they did that in the previous version, but now we do have staff zone behind the check-in desks, which stays even if you remove it, which is kind of funny. But anyway, and then if we really need more desks, which I really doubt, because I don't think we need that many, especially not with a small aircraft. But if we really needed it, we could build a second row up here. That could work. I think this will probably also be really congested, so we might help ourselves, even though it would be nice to have it here. We should also remove this one now we can actually remove it. It would be nice to have the escalator here, it would look nice, but is it really the right thing to do? Because where would it go up? If we are around here and then we go a level up, you see now we don't really have a reference, but we would be around here, and that would ruin, yeah, then it would be too tight for another row of check-in desks, and it would be too tight to that. So I think we will put it over here because then it works better for the upper level. So let's just do that. Take one here, and it needs to face like this. There we go. Okay, so you see here they're building. You can see the builders. Let me just zoom in. You see here, but he's not building anything on this floor. He's actually building this check-in desk on the first floor. So that's a bit funny. You can see that. Let me see, now they're finished in a second. and now we have a check-in desk. So yeah, I guess that's. I mean, those are small things, and I don't really mind if they take their time fixing that, because it's not that important for the moment, at least. All right, so let's see. We need to figure out now how to do this whole thing with the belts, because what will happen is that they will come down here, and then actually we could just prepare. That's a bit bad to see. Okay, because it's nighttime. I would love that. I don't know if it's possible, but it would be nice if it would be possible to switch off, not nighttime as such, but just the animation of it, because it's really annoying, because it makes it difficult for me to show things. Anyway, I still have all these randomly built parts of baggage bays or baggage belts, but you can see the outer lines of the building that we have so far, which is great, because that makes at least gives us a little bit of a reference. So what we will do is we will build a floor here, because we will need that for our baggage system. So we will just take it just as it is here. Aha, another one. God damn, they're really everywhere, aren't they? Alright, so now this will be built. See, now I'm actually inclined to remove this, because people will leave here and they will go out, and if I have multiple baggage claim areas, I could have a few up here, then they would have to go through this, and this would be in the way. So I don't really like that. So I think we should not just close it, we should remove it. How do I remove it? Let's see. Let's remove this. Let's remove this. Let's remove everything. Alright. And then we rethink all of this. So also what I think we should do is basically people are coming in here, and I don't like... Okay, this is maybe just a European thing, but do you know any airports where you have your baggage retrieval area outside of the security zone? I mean, the way I understand airports is that you are in the security zone even when you retrieve your baggage, and then you leave the security zone. In this game, you leave the security zone and then you claim your baggage. I know there are some smaller regional airports where that might be the case, but like for a bigger airport, do you know of any airport where that is the case? Well, I mean, if you do, let me know in the comment section below where that could be, because I find that a bit strange. So I don't really like that concept, that it's completely open. So I think I will do what I have also done at the other airport that I was building, for test purposes mainly. I will basically close this off. So we will build a wall here. I should maybe also then... Oh, that was all the things we put in here to make the airport a little bit more beautiful. And what, 2 episodes afterwards, we're removing it all. Don't worry, guys. We will make the airport beautiful again a little bit later. Actually, we could think about then also... Should we have another exit? So people are coming out here. They're leaving the secure zone here. But when people are arriving here, and especially with the larger aircraft, then they would have to go through all of this over here. I think we should build one here as well. So let's do that. I think that, yeah, that could work, because then people have, they can leave here when they arrive with the small aircraft, and they can arrive here. Also, what I checked last time was that actually all the mods that I had talked about, they weren't activated for some reason, so I have activated them now, which will give us real companies. Although for the moment, I don't think any of them affect the small aircraft, so the small aircraft will still be the fake or the pretend airlines. But as soon as we get a medium stand, we should be able to get real airlines. And when we go to that, when we hopefully I don't think we will manage in this episode, but maybe in the next episode. But once that happens, then I really want you guys to choose which airlines we should get first. Because we won't be able to get all of them. That would not be realistic, and we won't have enough stands to serve all the contracts. Although all the contracts are also broken at the moment, so you don't, even if you don't serve them, nothing happens. But anyway, we will ignore that for now. But anyway, so that's something you guys can look forward to, because that will be something that you guys can decide on. Alright, we don't have much time left, but we should try to get something done. No? Alright, so we put a wall in here, which looks bad. But no worries. I mean, all of this will work out at some point. Alright, so we close this off. So people arrive here. But of course, people need to be able to leave the airport, so we will put in doors. I think that just looks a bit nicer. I think that makes the whole thing just a tiny bit more realistic. So, actually, no, I don't want to put large doors. I will put medium doors. Or should we put large doors? Let's put large doors. Alright, so people can leave the area when they... Let's just... Yeah, let's have 2 here and we can have 1 here. Alright. So, people would come out here and they would retrieve their luggage and then they would go out. People will come in here and go upstairs when they arrive, and when they need to go to the gate, they come down here. That seems like a nice flow, I think. And then we will figure out what we do with this. Maybe we should see, how can I say remove? Do you want to delete this? Yes. Alright. We also put a different floor in here, didn't we? And I don't remember which floor that was. What? Anyway, so this is, yeah, this is nice. I mean, this is now really a full-scale building site, and it is getting more and more... Well, this is not very well planned, this airport. But I don't mind this, because I think it kind of looks more realistic. Like, it's an airport that has grown with time, you know? Different scenarios have been different demand, and the airport has adapted to that. So I kind of like that. I don't know about you guys. I kind of like it. Alright, we need to build our security exits. And they need to be here. And they need... Oh, they haven't removed the wall yet. Come on, guys. Let's work. Let's work. Come on. Build your... Remove the wall. Okay, I could have maybe have sped up the game. That would have improved many things. So anyway, there's still a lot of things to do. So we won't run out of time, or well, we will run out of time, but not out of things to do. That's for sure. At least not for a couple of episodes. That's for sure. Okay, so they can't do that for now because they haven't removed the wall yet. So let's see, what can we do? Okay, we could actually continue upstairs then. Because we have our baggage system. So actually, I think maybe we could make 2 separate systems. So we would have, let's see, this upstairs. This part could be then serving our smaller stands here. All of them, because they won't have that much demand. And then this side could then be for our medium stands. I think that could be nice. That could actually be quite nice. So let's see. Baggage system, we have you here. Yeah, so as we discovered last time, now we just have 1 type or 2 types, conveyor belts, high speed and a normal conveyor belt, but not anything over and underground anymore, because we are simply doing that by switching up the levels in the building. So let's see, we have that going out now, so I think we will... what is fastest? Well, let's do it like this. So we put it all the way up here. Like that. Alright. And then we do it like this. And this, actually, no, that was not entirely, because now it's switched around. This is still a little bit buggy, but okay. So like this. And then we switch it around here, and here, and here, and like this. So this will all get going. Alright. Did it switch it around? No. Okay, perfect. So this should work. And then we have all of this, and I think we will put it in this direction, like this. Alright, I just want to show you before we leave today how we move through floors. At least the way I have figured it out so far. Maybe there's a better way to do it. And if there is, then feel free to describe it in the comment section below. But let me first show you how I have managed to do it in the with the experience that I have gained so far. Alright, so now we are on the first floor and we need to get our luggage down now. So then we have these escalators, high-speed escalators, this one going down. So I need to move it like this. Alright, so now we have it here. So in theory, the luggage comes in here, goes over here, and then down. So if we now go downwards, you can see now we have it here. And the belt goes into this direction, which is catastrophic because see, this is actually a prime example of what is still difficult about this game, because you have no reference as to what is underneath you. So actually now we've put it right where we have we want to have the security exit. So this is actually now in the way. So let's do it on the other side instead. Let's do it here because then I can show you better. So we will actually remove this again and then switch this all around and put it down here. But I don't want to waste your time with that, so we'll do this off camera. So let's just quickly, let's go through this again. So we have here, we need the escalator down. Switch it around, and there we are. Okay, so now if we go downstairs, we are ground floor, it will be here. The baggage belt will go out in this direction, so upwards. And we still need to go one level down because I don't want to have the belts around here, because this is where we will have our baggage retrieval. And this is basically the luggage going out for outbound flight. So what I will do here is I will simply quickly do another belt. I don't really need to, but I kind of prefer it this way because then I can see that the luggage is going in the right direction, even though this just spun it around for some weird reason. Okay, so like this, and then we take another high-speed escalator down, and we put it here. Alright, so now if we go to our lower level, we can see now we have the escalator here, and this is what we've built so far. I guess technically we don't need that big of a room, but given that money doesn't seem to count anymore, we can do it. So which means we should actually also quickly, oh my god, we have so many things to do and so little time. But let me just quickly do this, because then they can build it while I'm talking. And I will just remove all these walls because we don't need them. Jesus, they're fast. Okay. So then the next challenge is we need to connect this up with the baggage bay. And again, I am now on the lower floor and I have no reference as to where it is. I know it is somewhere here, but I don't really know where. So let's see. So this is the baggage bay. So the easiest thing here is basically I know that this one is the inbound luggage, so that also needs to go down. So if we take here, we can go to our escalators, to our baggage escalators, and I need this one to go down. I know that. There we go. Okay, and now I know that it is 3 tiles away from that. So now I need to go downstairs. 3 tiles over here, but I don't need, and now I still have one which goes downstairs, so now I need to pick the one that goes upstairs. This one, high-speed escalator up, and it needs to be like this. Yeah, okay, perfect. So now I know when I'm operating on this level, now I know where my baggage bay connection basically is. So now I can build a line down here which connects into this. And actually that would mean that I would have to build another baggage bay, which we have space for. So that's perfect. So yeah, I think I will do all the connecting up off camera, because you guys have seen that already. That hasn't really changed. And then in the next episode, we will continue working on our new arrival and departure area. And hopefully we can then get the airport going again. And of course, we're still aiming for a medium stand. And then we can vote on airlines that we should get, real live airlines that we could get at the airport. Anyway, guys, time is up. I have to go now. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have so, then smash that like button. That means a lot and really helps out the series. If you're new around here and want to see more videos like this, then why not hit subscribe? That would be absolutely awesome. With that, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your time. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.